Hello everybody, this is FC7, and today I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Shaman Epic 1.5 Prequest in EverQuest. I was lucky enough to heroic my level 60 Shaman into level 85 during the 18th anniversary. And remember, this is the quest that flags you for starting your Epic 1.5. So the first step is to go to the Elder Spirit of Enlightenment in the Jade Tiger. This is in West Freeport, the first room on the 3rd floor. So you zone in from Plane of Knowledge, and you look for the Spirit of Enlightenment. And you hail him, and he'll give you the start of the quest. So go up the steps here and find him. So there he is. So at this point, all you have to do is hail him, and he'll give you the text, and you move on to the next step. Next step is in Lake of Ill Omen. So you go to the Spirit Sentinel, or Spirit Sentinel. And I have a location up here on the map. So you hail him and you say, "I'm interested," and then he'll give you the text. What he'll want you to do is bring him black fur boots. Okay, black fur boots. You need to loot a black dyer pelt from the black dyer in Castle Mistmore. The spawn time is about 4 hours, or you can trigger him by killing the advisor in the castle's library. This part is a little bit time consuming because you'll have to do some faction work, but it's nothing too bad. It's pretty easy. So here we are in Castle Mistmore, and there's the black dyer. Location is +90, -159, right outside of the entry hall door. And he's pretty easy to defeat. I'm on my level 85 Shaman here. I really had no trouble defeating him. So as you can see, he's dead, so just loot the dyer pelt. So now you have to go to the Emerald Jungle and hand in the black dyer pelt to the Spirit Sentinel. And you'll need faction for this part, so there's a location on a map, and there's the pelt. And I thought I'd show this part because I was just kind of indifferent, and as you can see, he won't accept the pelt. So you have to raise True Spirit faction. And if you have a druid and an enchanter, this part goes a lot easier. I had both, so I was able to pull this off to get my True Spirit faction raised. What you do is you use your druid to teleport you and bind you in West Freeport, and I'll show you the location. There's an NPC here named Bondel Felligan, who you can do a quest to raise True Spirit faction with him. So you just bind right at the guy, right here. If you have a druid, you both can bind at this point. And with your enchanter, you're in Butcher Block, so you have to find an NPC named Pegleg. And I'll show his location. It's +264, 1643. And I'll pull up the map here so you can see exactly where to go. So we'll go to Pegleg, and what you're going to want to do is pull him to the Druid Ring, because the Druid that is in West Freeport right now can just teleport directly to Butcher Block and end up in the Druid Ring. And you pull Peg Leg to the Druid Ring, you defeat him, and then you Dire Charm the spirit that spawns in his place. And the Shaman can continuously get these gems that will raise a Druid spirit faction. You hand in the gems to Bondlefellogan in West Freeport, so you can keep doing it over and over to get your faction raised. And there's other ways to get faction, but this is the way I found was the easiest. If you don't have access to a druid and enchanter, all you would have to do is continuously go to Butcher Block, wait for Peg Leg to spawn, kill him, and then the spirit that spawns after he's dead, you just say "I wish to know more" to him, and he gives you a gem. So say "I wish to know more," and on your cursor should appear a gem, and you hand that into Bondlefellogan in West Freeport, and your faction will be raised. So I did this about 5 times, and keep in mind this is during the anniversary event, so factions are raised like double faction. So I was able to do this with like 3 or 4 turn-ins to reach Warmly faction. So now that I have Warmly faction, hand it into the Spirit Sentinel, and you get the boots. And I'm pretty sure only Warmly faction is required for this part. So now that you have the boots, you port back to Lake of Ill Omen, and you hand the boots in to the Spirit Sentinel there, and you say to him what ingredients for the next step. So he'll give you a list of 4 things you'll need. And the list is coming up here in a second. So you're going to need Crystallized Blood, a Melian Leaf, a Stone Mite Antenna, and a Clouded Glass Vial. So you'll need to go to the Plane of Valor, Plane of Disease, Natimbi, and South Row. So the first item you'll get is in the Plane of Valor, and this would be the Crystallized Blood. And it drops from a crystalline arachne. It's the spider, the glass spiders that spawn here. And they spawn in the back of the zone, kind of across from the castle. So they're like random pops back here. So there we have what we need, the NPC that we need. This took me a while because the drop that you need is not very common, but eventually I got it to drop. Next is the Plane of Disease, and you'll need this specific NPC, and it only spawns in 2 spots, so I'll have the spots up on the map, and you'll need to loot the Melian Leaf. Okay, once that's looted, move on to Natimbi. You're going to need a Stone Mite Antenna, and those drop from a Shore Stone Mite. I found them over near the back of the zone. I'll show you on the map. So, right in that location. Kind of across from the bridge. Right there. So, once he's defeated, just loot the antenna. Now you're going to need to go to South Row and find Bratok Jipulp at -272, -1545. He's right in the Druid Ring. So it helps to have a Druid with you when you're doing this. So you hail him, and then you'll give him 2,000 platinum. And there's a location on the map. It's right at the bottom of South Row, right in the Druid Ring. So just hand him 2,000 platinum, and you should receive a clouded glass vial. And there you go. So now you go back to Lake of Ill Omen, and you hand in the clouded glass vial, the antenna, the blood, and the leaf, and that should flag you to start your epic 1.5. So this whole quest is about flagging yourself to start the main quest, which is your 1.5. You can bypass your 1.0 pretty easily by doing this quest. So there you go. You're now flagged to start.